How the thing go, my YouTube family? Your boy B.O.B. and we back in the building with another one today. So today we got up on the stage. I told you, hope you guys had a beautiful Sunday first of all. Had your Sunday dinner, now it's time to make room for dessert. We're getting them M&Ms in. So today we checking out Eminem, Walk on Water. Told you we was going to check out some of the songs of the Revival album. Never heard this before, so this is going to be a first time listen for me. Actually, most of the songs off the Revival album I have never heard because I missed this whole album when this came out. At the point in time, because I was really on the move with my DJ, career around that time, doing some back and forth, moving on the islands and some other places. So I didn't even catch none of the songs from this album. So everything about this is going to be basically a first time reaction. So appreciate you guys recommend this one in the comment section and jumping on this with me. Y'all have been on any other channel in the world, but the fact y'all are here, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. Welcome. No fluffing, no stuffing. Eminem, we here for the bars, we here for the beats. So I really want to know what's going on with this album because this is what made him create Kamikaze. So much controversy around this particular album, Revival. So much criticism, so much backlash, so much just controversy about it. So I'm really excited to dive into this album. And a lot of people were saying that this is kind of like one of his worst albums. Like I said, I can't say that because I haven't heard anything from this. So let's get into this one time. No longer talking, no delay. Eminem, Walk on Water, featuring Beyonce. You up on the stage? Squeeze the trigger, DJ. Get my headphones in. Woo!
Why are expectations so high? Is it the bar I set, my arms I stretch, but I can't reach? A far cry from it, or it's in my grasp, but as soon as I grab, squeeze, I lose my grip like the flying trapeze into the dark I plummet. Now the sky's blackening, I know the mark's high, butterflies rip apart my stomach, knowing that no matter what bars I come with, you're gonna heart gripe, and that's a hard fight getting to swallow.
Hold on, Eminem. You coming in with a lot. You said a lot in that little small space of time. Let's go back and see if I can catch those. Hold on. Why are expectations so high? I know the first part he's talking about. Hold on.
Are expectations so high? Is it the bar I set, my arms I stretch, but I can't reach? A far cry from it, or it's in my grasp, but as soon as I grab, squeeze, I lose my grip like the flying trapeze.
Woo! That was a crazy comparison, the way he's talking about the bar that he set for himself in rap. Eminem has set that bar for himself to whereas most rappers do it, they always want to be able to burst through the ceiling. Nobody wants to be saying that this is their best. It's always, when you're really true to your craft, you always want to get better than the last thing you did. Like with every video I do, I try to get a little better with each video. So with Eminem, he's saying that he set this bar so high sometimes that it started to feel like, maybe sometimes it's like a flying trapeze. The flying trapeze in the circus, the people who swing from the bar to bar. If you miss the bar, you're going to fall straight down the net, plummet in the darkness. Come on, Eminem, let's go.
But as soon as I grab, squeeze, I lose my grip like the flying trapeze. Into the dark I plummet, now the sky's blackening. I know the mark's high, butterflies rip apart my stomach, knowing that no matter what bars I come with, you're gonna heart gripe, and that's a hard fight getting to swallow. So I scrap these, it's pressure.
So no matter what bar he says, no matter what he spits, people are always going to give him a harsh critique. I don't know why people always do that with just Eminem. The thing about it, it's only Eminem that goes through this scrutiny. Like nobody does it to Jay-Z, nobody does it to Nas, nobody does it to no other artist. Nobody did it to Lil Wayne, nobody did it to Andre 3000. Like why is it that every line that this dude puts out, regardless if it's speaking against somebody or even if he's just talking about himself, it's like people always have something to say when it comes to Eminem.
Heart griping, that's a hard fight getting to swallow.
So he's saying when people have these hard critics, don't think that for a minute, like, even though they still make songs, that to him as an artist, to Eminem, when he hears these criticisms and all these backlash, like, that's a hard pill for him to swallow as an artist. I mean, if anybody, like me being a YouTuber sometimes, I mean, I don't care what some people think about me in the comment section. Everybody has their opinions, but sometimes there are some comments that are like, wow, it's a hard pill to swallow. Like,
far as I come with, you're gonna heart griping. That's a hard fight getting to swallow. So I scrap these. As pressure increases like khakis, I feel the ice cracking.
I like that. As pressure increases like khakis, because you know crease in the pants and khaki is, you know, you get creases in any khaki pants. No matter if you just stand up, you'll get a crease in your khaki pants. But you understand.
As pressure increases like khakis, I feel the ice cracking because
I walk on water, but I ain't no Jesus.
It is always special to hear Beyonce's voice in these kind of songs and on these kind of tones. Always a good thing to hear Beyonce's voice.
I walk on water, but only when it freezes.
I like
the
that.
curse of the standard that the first of the Mathers disc set always.
Ooh! Whoa, 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 whoa! He answered his own question in the first, with the first line that he set off in the first verse. He said, "Why is the bar set so high?" So now he's answering that question by saying it's the curse of the first of the Marshall Mathers, because you know the Marshall Mathers LP that broke everything. That almost broke the internet and all when that came out. I don't even think the internet was out in 2000. But anyway, when Marshall Mathers came out, that solidified it. You know, that still is one of the greatest albums to this day. To this day. To this day, the Marshall Mathers LP is still. So he answered his own question. Did he set the bar so high with the Marshall Mathers that now it's like everything that he does, people are always going to compare it to that. So it's like, I get it.
in search of the verse that I haven't spit yet. Will this step just be another misstep to tarnish whatever the legacy, love, or respect I've garnered? The rhyme has to be perfect, the delivery flawless, and it always feels like I'm hitting the mark till I go sit in the car, listen and pick it apart like this shit is garbage.
Come on, Eminem is be hard on himself and all, because that whole thing right there was saying that, you know, sometimes he writes something and he's go back and he like sometimes you will write something and you will think that, wow, that was the bar right there. That's that stuff right there, man. You spit it, and then until he catches himself, and then he goes and sit in the car and then he listens, replays it back, and then he's like, shit is garbage. Eminem is always be hard on himself. Come on.
Till I go sit in the car, listen and pick it apart like this shit is garbage. God's given me all this, still I feel no different regardless. Kids look to me as a god, this is retarded. If only they knew, it's a facade and it's exhaustive. I try not to listen to nonsense, but if you bitches are trying to strip me of my confidence, mission accomplished.
Kids be looking up to him, call him the rap god and this and that. But what you don't know is at the end of the day, he's like trying to keep up and be the best all the time. It's exhausting. It can be exhausting. I mean, if you doing everything to just please the masses and the crowd and the critics and the followers and whatnot, it would get exhaustive. It would get exhaustive. And then he's saying critics are trying to break him down a certain way, mission completed. So that's why he made this album, as to say, you know what? Let it out.
I'm not God sent. Nas, Rakim, Pac, Big, James.
Hold on.
Then it's mission accomplished. I'm not God sent. Nas, Rakim, Pac, Big, James, Todd Smith, and I'm not Prince. So
I'm not God sent, because you know Nas had the Godson tattoo, and then Rakim, they used to call him the God something. Pac, Biggie, Icons, James Todd. For those of you who don't know what it is, that's LL Cool J's real name. And he's saying he's not Prince. Prince is the icon of pop. Basically, you know, when it comes to pop music, he's that icon. Michael Jackson's the king of pop. But Prince is iconic. Something different about Prince.
Nas, Rakim, Pac, Big, James, Todd Smith, and I'm not Prince. So
I walk on water,
Beyonce's voice, bro.
but I ain't no Jesus.
Let's just stop and appreciate for a minute that Beyonce literally just did a hook for Eminem. Let's just stop and realize and just appreciate that for a minute in itself. This is Beyonce. This is Lady B. Okay?
But only when it freezes, 'cause I'm only human,
Sing,
I
Beyonce.
think you should believe in me the way that you do. Cause I'm terrified to let you down.
Beyonce's voice, man, I'm telling you. We are gonna miss that when that's not here. Beyonce's voice.
It's true, I'm a Rubik's, a beautiful mess. At times
Uh-huh.
juvenile, yes. I goof and I jest. A flawed human, I guess. But I'm doing my best to not ruin your expectations and meet him. But first, the speed 'em verse. Now Big Sean, he's going too fast. Is he gonna shout or curse out his mom?
Ooh. A lot of people did give him a little slack on the Speed 'em verse. And then he's talking about the song that he did with Big Sean. And I'm guessing he's saying that a lot of people are like, come on, bro, we waiting on you to drop a line. You always dissing your mom. You always dissing your mom. Where's the line where you diss your mom? But didn't he make a song where he apologized to his mother for all of that? I mean, because if the dude apologized for it, why would you expect him to make another song or continuously keep dissing his mom, man? He basically put a cap on that part. You know what I'm saying? He closed that door.
First, the speed 'em verse. Now Big Sean, he's going too fast. Is he gonna shout or curse out his mom? There was a time I had the world by the balls eating out my palm. Every album
True,
song
facts.
I was spazzing the fuck out on, and now I'm getting clowned and frowned on. But the only one who's looking down on me that matters now's Deshaun. Am I lucky to be around this long?
Only person who's looking down on him now, rest in peace, Proof. He's talking with his boy Proof. That's his real name. God damn. He did have the world in his palm at one point in time. Slim Shady, the music industry, yeah, it was there. It was in. Between those 5 fingers and that middle section, it was in there.
Down on me that matters now's Deshaun. Am I lucky to be around this long? Begs the question though, especially after the methadone is yesterday fades and the Dresden home is burnt to the ground and all that's left of my house is lawn.
Yeah, he talking about the whole situation where he overdosed and almost lost his life. Like, you gotta realize things too, you know. Like, we gotta appreciate Eminem while he's here, because we almost did lose this artist at one point in time. Think about it. We wouldn't have had music to be murdered by side A and B. We wouldn't have had Kamikaze. We probably wouldn't even have had this. So it's like, come on, y'all still giving the dude slack because he raps different because he had a life-altering moment, a near-death experience. That's what people do now. They take a near-death experience and look at it and clown and say, ha 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 ha. Just do the thing that you used to regularly do. We don't need to know that you changed and improved and become a new you. We don't want self-improve. We want you to be the always old person. Wow, it's crazy.
The crowds are gone, and it's time to wash out the blonde. Sales decline, the curtains drawn, they're closing the set.
Ah, so this is when he got rid of the blonde hair. Is that when he got? I got to talk to the specialist. You guys know what's going on in Eminem world. Yeah.
Burnt to the ground, and all that's left of my house is lawn. The crowds are gone, and it's time to wash out the blonde. Sales decline, the curtains drawn, they're closing the set. I'm still poking my head from out behind. And everyone who has doubt, remind. Now take your best rhyme, outdo it, now do it 1,000 times.
Woo.
Now let them tell you the world no longer cares or gives a fuck about your rhymes. And as I grow out of sight, out of mind, I might go out of mind. Cause how do I ever let this mic go without a fight when I made a fucking tightrope out of twine?
Yeah, hard to let the mic go, son. You love it so much, you can't let it go. This is his passion. This is what he lives to do, make music.
But when I do fall from these heights, though I'll be fine. I won't pout or cry or spiral down or whine, but I'll decide if it's my final bow this time around, cause
I walk on water, but I ain't no Jesus. I walk on water,
Visuals is fire too.
but only when it freezes. 'Cause I'm only human, just like you. I've been making my mistakes, so if you only knew, I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do. 'Cause I'm terrified to let you down.
Cause I'm just a man, but as long as I got a mic, I'm godlike. So me and you are not alike, bitch. I wrote Stan.
Y'all remember that. Please, remember. He wrote Stan. One of the best storytelling songs of all time. I'm talking about Change the Game. Like, his fan base got named off of that song. Come on, man. Y'all gotta put some respect on my boy's name. I like this, man. I don't know what people was talking about. But I've seen a lot of controversy for some strange reason about this Walk on Water song. You know, Flex talked about it, Envy talked about it, some people. Everybody who he addressed on Kamikaze definitely was like giving this a harsh rating, and I don't see why. I don't see why. I think it should be normal for artists at some point in time in their career to say, you know what, I got some things on my chest. Like, I got some thoughts that I want to get off, and it might not be the normal stuff that y'all listen to, but if y'all fuck with me, if y'all rolls with me, you know, I should be able to tell y'all a little bit of my story, and yeah, that should be alright. But I like this song, man. This was alright for me, especially that Beyonce was on the chorus. Beyonce's voice is just special. I can't find no other word for it but special. Eminem, Walk on Water. This was fire, man. This was fire. So if you guys got some more songs that you want me to check out on this Revival album, please drop it in the comment section. Let's check it out. Peace, health, and wealth, guys. Stay faithful. Continue to always be grateful. Peace out.